Misha Bradevold, who want to bring this one back at the moment. So this is definitely advantage break, but it's down to 8 seconds. It's going to be agonisingly close here, Danny.
Oh, unfortunately, I think it might be heartbreak for these three riders up ahead, but they can't think that now. They have to believe. They have to keep committed all the way until the line or until they are caught and passed by the peloton behind. But it's going to come down to the wire here. We had Misha Bradevold taking the win, but also for Fenix de Koenig, Millie Cousins, who showed us how strong she is at sprinting, the form she's got. Margot Vigi, who was third for Visma. Of course, they're not going to chase, having their rider in Rosita Reinhardt out front, so she's going to have a perfect ride to the finish here, as are the team. But it's coming down to the wire. You can see the peloton with an incredibly fast pace coming up behind, with Sarah Tizet WNT leading the way.
So Sarah Tizet leading it out here. Marta Jaskulska on the front. They've joined the chase. Sarah Van Dam had a good finish yesterday. Is she quicker than Misha Bradevold in a sprint, though? That I'm not sure in terms of interesting. Sarah Tizet joining the chase here, but they are helping and playing into the hands here of SD Worx Pro Time. But them swinging off, it hands over now to another team. They've just got to keep an eye on that Flamme Rouge, the 2 kilometre to go point that they've gone through. The Flamme Rouge will be the next objective to tick off. They cannot give up without a fight, and they also cannot mess around at all in this run in towards the finish now, Danny. It's got to be one last big effort. If there's any energy, any watts left now for the 3 leaders, they've got to throw them down now.
They definitely cannot afford to play cat and mouse in this final with the time gap that we've got. It's only around 5 or 6 seconds to these 3 riders, but only 1.6 kilometres to go. We've only got one more turn left. The 600 metres, the riders will go straight over a roundabout, and then it's just straight to the finish line. So yeah, you're right, these 3 riders have got to give absolutely everything they've got. You can see the peloton spread across the entirety of the road here. As the road slightly rises, you can see the pace coming out, but riders still trying to maintain that airy position as Reinhardt shouting. It looks like she's just struggling slightly as Silke Smulders gets on the back of this group of 3.
They're driving on. Is it going to be elation? Is it going to be heartbreak? It looks like UAE ADQ now that are on the front. They've got Caroline Swinkels and the Spanish rider Paula Blasi, who are up towards the front. If you are tuning into Itzulia Basque Country for the first time as we hit the Flamme Rouge, no other team apart from SD Worx Pro Time has ever won a stage or the general classification in this race. One last big injection of power. It's UAE ADQ and the team of Lidl Trek now that are up towards the front, and it looks like it is going to be heartbreak for our 3 breakaway riders as Rosita Reinhardt tries one last big injection of power. We've got our final corner coming up with, as Danny said, with 600 meters to go. Mireille Meiring attacks through the roundabout, tries to set this one up for the line. Reinhardt is about to be caught as the big attack comes in. Is that Ava Holmgren behind? The sprint is chaotic. Mireille Meiring driving on here. Bradevold trying to come through. Mireille Meiring driving for home here for Movistar. Schmulders still in the wheel. Mireille Meiring, is she going to hang on? Silke Schmulders trying to come through. Bradevold is closing into the final few hundred meters. The catch is made. Bradevold now hits the front. Lippert on the wheel. Sarah Van Dam is right there. Off the wheel tries to come Liana Lippert. Soraya Paladin is right there. It's going to be Misha Bradevold who takes the stage for SD Worx Pro Time. The dominance continues. She managed to surf through the chaos and mayhem and takes her 2nd stage win of this year's race.
Wow, 11 from 11 for SD Worx. That is something, and that came down to the wire, didn't it, with Mireille Meiring giving that final injection of pace with around 500 meters to go. But heartbreak for that breakaway, who nearly managed to hang on, but it wasn't meant to be for them. They should be really proud of their efforts, but it was this rider again, an almost, well, carbon copy from last year, taking stage 1 and stage 2 from SD Worx. They played their cards perfectly. They sat back until they needed to. They had Hamelin and Michaela Harvey doing all of the work in the final. Misha Bradevold looks happy.
She should be. That was some sprint from Misha Bredevold, and great sprint as well. Liana Lippert getting up there as well. Sarah Van Dam was also there for Sarah Tizet. But I mean, for a race to be now into the fourth edition, and we've never had a team or another team that has won a stage or the GC. Misha Bredevold takes her second stage win of this year's race, just like last year. Lippert, Paladin, Vigi, Swinkles, Van Dam, it looked like, all up there in our top 5 and 6 riders. There's Usoa Ostolaza. Oh, take us through this though, Danny. This is absolutely soul-crushing when this happens, but what a fight from Schmulders and Meiring.
Yeah, it wasn't without a fight that they gave up, was it? Meiring on the front, out of the saddle, giving everything she's got. Silke Smulders just behind, but this is Misha Bredevold. Look at the injection of pace, the strength and explosivity from this rider. You can see Liana Lippert just on her right-hand side, not able to pass Misha Bredevold, and also Soraya Paladin as well, just sprinting in the wheel of Bredevold, who takes it 2 from 2.
Our top 10 today: Misha Bredevold takes the stage ahead of Liana Lippert, Soraya Paladin, Sarah Van Dam, Margot Vigiu, Saw Ostolaza, Shirin Van Anrooy, great 7th for the little Trek rider, Caroline Swinkles, Eleanor